I think I should discuss the elephant in the room. I got a new camera! You may not have known this, but previously I was recording my face cam videos with my iPhone 15 here. I was recording with the back camera just propped up on my desk somewhere, and it looks fine, but I couldn't see myself while recording. Went to Best Buy, dropped some, quite a bit on the DJI Pocket 3, so now I can see myself while recording, and it shoots in 4K. Yeah, this is my first time shooting in 4K. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know. I'm so used to 1080p. Also, I'd like to address the second elephant in the room today. I have a cut on my lip, as you can see, and the great camera quality makes it much more pronounced. Just know that I do not have chapped lips. I have a bad habit of chewing on my bottom lip when I'm bored or nervous. So that's why my lip is all busted up. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I just don't want people out here thinking I'm a dry mouth, okay? I salivate quite a bit, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. Today we're gonna be taking a look at subliminal messages. When I was a little kid, I went through a subliminal message phase. I was obsessed with the concept of subliminal messages, and I was always looking for some. I'd watch a bunch of subliminal message videos on YouTube, and then afterwards, thinking I'm the smartest kid in the world, I'd bring it up to my parents and be like, hey, Mom and Dad, did you know that the FedEx logo has a hidden arrow in it? Bet you didn't know that, huh? Over a decade ago, subliminal messages were a pretty big trend on YouTube, and I don't really see a lot of people talking about them. It was this weird niche on YouTube where people thought that everything had some sort of subliminal or hidden message in it. I feel like I'm the only one who remembers this weird area of YouTube. So today I wanted to talk about some subliminal message videos I watched as a kid. Some of them are just absolutely ridiculous nonsense looking back, and some of them are kind of creepy. And I think we should begin with the creepy ones, so let's take a look at subliminal messages in songs. There was a point in time where people were obsessed with reversing songs and acting like it had some sort of hidden message in the lyrics when you listen to it backwards. One of the more popular ones is with the Beatles song, I'm So Tired. I can't play any of these songs forward because I'll get copyright claimed, but this is what that song sounds like in reverse. So there is a theory that Paul McCartney from the Beatles died and was secretly replaced. And in the reversed Beatles song, it sounds like it's saying Paul is a dead man. Miss him, miss him, miss him. And people use this as like actual proof of the Paul is dead theory. You guys know the theory about Paul McCartney actually being dead and he has a fucking clone working in his place? Well, this song played backwards is proof of that. It literally says Paul's dead. I'm sure I could have probably maybe believed this as a kid, though, as naive as I was. It's one of those cases of something sounding like it's saying something, and your mind kind of just, like, fills in the blanks. It's like when ghost hunting, you have that radio thing that flips through the stations, and then you're like, oh, it said that. It's like, well, did it actually say that, though? Is your mind just, like, putting that there? Now, this one by Pink Floyd actually has a legitimate backwards message in it. That's probably going to be like one of the only intentional backwards messages in this whole section. Everything else is just mostly made up nonsense. This one's from Hotel California. Now, obviously, while looking at the text and listening to it at the same time, you can kind of hear it, but that's only because you see the text. If you were just regularly listening to this backwards and you didn't look at the text, it would just sound like a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so while I was recording this video, my microphone stops working halfway through because I plugged it into this part of the camera. This is the battery extension. I plugged into that. What I didn't know is that when the battery extension part dies, it also stops any audio that's plugged into this part. Because how can that part connect to the camera if it's dead? And I didn't think of that beforehand. I did just get this camera, and I'm still learning about it through trial and error. I'm still trying to figure out the best way for recording audio, whether I connect it straight to the camera. Clearly, that did not work for this time around, or I just record it on Audacity like I usually do. So yeah, I'm still figuring out the new stuff. Hopefully, it'll be fine in the next video. Luckily, though, this camera does have backup audio. So when this microphone cut out, it went to this camera's internal microphone, which means this video is still good to go, but it's just, unfortunately, the audio isn't as good for half of it. My apologies, I'm still figuring it out, but hopefully you'll still enjoy the video. It is still good, at least I think so.
So enjoy, thank you.
This one is Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. Okay. Like, that... Okay, sure, why not? Garrett, are you smoking the marijuanas? This next one is by the one and only Britney Spears, and at the time, she was going through a lot. Issues with the music industry, being mistreated, dealing with fame, people were spreading conspiracy theories around. Fame was not kind with Britney, and now that she's free, she claims that she's not ever coming back to the music industry, which honestly, I mean, being forced to do stuff for fame at such a young age, that's completely reasonable. At one point, people thought that she was cloned and replaced it. I don't know. She had a bunch of conspiracy theories going on alongside these fame issues she was dealing with. Backwards messages in music being one of them. I mean, come on. Just saying a whole lot of nothing here. I mean, be for real, with how much shit Britney was going through at the time, do you genuinely think she would take the time to put a backwards message that doesn't even have a meaning to it in a song? Realistically speaking, if she was going to make a song that had a secret backwards message in it, she probably would have done, like, a cry of help or something. That's a half joke, but I'm also, like, kind of serious. Like, if she was gonna do a backwards message, why would she put something that doesn't make any sense? Like, she would probably put something that's, like, reaching out for help. I don't know. People, look, at this time, people were desperate to find anything hidden in music. Specifically, sex and Satanism. Speaking of Satanism, this next one actually gave me nightmares as a child. God, I still get chills listening to that, though. I don't care what anyone says, that is freaky. Even though I don't believe it actually says that, it's just icky. And I'm not even religious, so it doesn't even have to do with, like, the actual Satan part itself. It's just backwards music in general. Backwards music just sounds creepy for no reason at all. It sounds like a demon. That's what backwards music sounds like. It sounds like a demon talking. If a demon were to open a portal from hell in my bedroom right now and start talking to me, I'd imagine it would sound like what a backwards song sounds like. Would you even be able to understand the demon if it was talking to you? Or would you have to take a video of the demon, put the video in reverse, and that's how you translate it? I don't know. I'm thinking way too much about this. But yeah, if I'm just sitting here and the lights go out and a backwards song just starts playing, tell my loved ones I love them. I'm either dying to a demon or a heart attack in that moment. No. You want to hear a real backwards message? Check this out. Have you ever been watching a Disney movie and then out of nowhere your eyes get assaulted by some dude's penis? That sentence is awesome. Well, Disney apparently did a little subliminal messaging. This dude in The Little Mermaid has a penis! This old dude from The Little Mermaid apparently had his little stubby stub out in the open, just out and about like this. Spoiler alert, it's not actually his wiener, it's supposed to be his knee. So this video has moments from Disney movies that the creator claims have subliminal messages in them. In this one, when Simba falls over, a little cloud poofs out from underneath him, and it looks like it spells out sex in the sky. Damn Disney, putting subliminal sex in the children's faces. Disgusting. This next one is from Aladdin, and it sounds like the dude is saying, take off your clothes, which that wouldn't even be a subliminal message. That, if anything, that would just be an adult joke, but I don't think he actually says that anyway. And in the same movie, I guess it happens again. So, two of these weren't even subliminal messages. One of them was just mistaking a guy's knee for his wiener, and the other one was mishearing something. Now, the Lion King one with the sex cloud, very odd choice of vocabulary here for me today, I'm sorry. The cloud does look a little odd, doesn't it? But I'm sure it was just like a mistake. I highly doubt they actually purposely hid sex in the clouds for, like, what would even the reason for this be? There wouldn't even be a reason for doing this. Those aren't the only subliminal messages in children's media, though. Oh, no, there's more. Subliminal messages are everywhere. You just need to look. Very dramatic look, by the way. Like, you're not looking. You need to look. And another sex. Subliminalsex.com. Okay, this one's intentional. What is that an actual website? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's a website to a book. And they sell subliminal sex t-shirts. That's amazing. It looks like I can still buy one if I really wanted to. Is that Bill Clinton? With sex on his forehead? What is going on? Okay, well, this one comes from subliminalsex.com, so it's not a surprise that it's subliminal and sex. Look, they even highlighted it in red, so in case we missed it. Thank God, I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. This one's from what I think is a comic book. It says sex in the background. This one has sex with the hose, and I think it's some wooden beams. Why is there a theme of sex going? Am I gonna get demonetized for saying all this sex? Another comic book, sex in the background. They got sex in the trees now. Awesome. I don't know. This one's a reach. Okay, it's progressively getting less and less believable. Okay, yeah, that one actually just does kind of straight up say sex, doesn't it? In the ice cubes. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't really understand what that one was all about. Now let's take a look at subliminal messages and something that we're all familiar with. Something we all grew up with, except for that one person watching this video who had a strict childhood. I'm talking about SpongeBob.
We gon' crash out like the fucking stock market. It's a Shark Tank, grab his jewel in a market.
These are SpongeBob subliminal messages.
Sorry, Sandy, I have to go get my haircut. SpongeBob doesn't have hair, or does he?
Sandy thinks SpongeBob has pubic hair. I'm starting to think any adult joke was considered a subliminal message. That's not what a subliminal message is. It looks like SpongeBob is having a child until it shows Patrick with his box. I don't think that was, like, the intent at all, actually. Why would you even think that?
It was worth it.
Yeah. Let's have another.
Patrick must be gay enough to want another baby.
Give us some credit, old man. We're penny professionals.
We score here all the time.
Perverts looking for pennies? Wasn't this episode banned at one point? Like, actually? I mean, that's not even, like, a hidden message or anything. Like, that was actually, like, part of the episode. They were raiding women's panties. I can see why they banned that episode now, actually.
So, let me get this straight. You're not a woman?
No.
Well, then you're fired. Be in my office for, I don't know, the next 20 years or so.
Yeah, whoa. They are hiding gay people in these children's cartoons. Lord have mercy. I like how the text reads like they're teasing them. I bet they feel pretty gay. Got them.
Bye, Squidward.
You said bye, Squidward, twice.
I like Squidward.
Now SpongeBob is gay, in love with Squidward. Oh my god. This person cannot differentiate what a subliminal message is and what a gay person is. To them, it must be one and the same.
Doubloons! Don't drop them.
Ah, yes, I remember the gold doubloons joke. Don't drop them. Don't drop the soap. It's a jail joke. Jail joke in my SpongeBob media? This one's just Patrick licking a wiener, okay? Now, we're gonna move on from this video. This is just a bunch of silly nonsense. These videos aren't even subliminal messages. These are just adult jokes and moments taken out of context. There's another SpongeBob subliminal message video that has pretty much all of the same clips, just with a few extra ones. These are just misinterpretations. These aren't even subliminal messages as they claim to be. False advertising. And speaking of false advertising, let's talk about some subliminal messages in advertising.
Money on my motherfucking mind. Cut off your cuts at the same time.
Now we're getting into some actual hidden messages. At first we were just looking at some misinterpretations and theories and stuff that aren't even subliminal messages. Now we're getting into the good stuff. These ones are my favorite type of subliminal messages because they're simple, memorable, and they're fun. Like this. Like this, in the Tostitos logo. Just two dudes, two bros, just add it with a chip. The Hershey Kisses logo has a little Hershey kiss between the K and the I. The NBC logo in the shape of a peacock. Goodwill, the G looks like a smiley face, or the smiley face looks like a G. Another example is the Amazon logo that has an arrow pointing from A to Z, like they sell everything from A to Z. I thought that one was pretty clever when I figured that one out. The FedEx logo has an arrow in it. People believe that in the Wendy's logo, her collar spells out mom, like mom's home cooking. That one's just a theory though. The McDonald's logo. I don't think this is actually a hidden message at all. I just think that the logo looks like two French fries bent together. Did anyone else ever think that? I used to think the McDonald's logo was supposed to be French fries. In the Toyota logo, apparently you can spell out Toyota with the emblem. I love when companies have hidden things in their logos. It's so wholesome. Do you think the designers of the logos ever feel like a genius? Like, yeah, I thought of that idea. A lot of logos now are just so watered down and bland. Everything's rebranding to black and white and everything looks the same now. I miss when companies had fun with their logos. Put more subliminal messages in your logos. Have fun with it. You know, be attractive with it. Everything looks so bland. Everything has the same font and shit. Let's go back to being creative. Come on. On the topic of companies putting subliminal messages in their logos, McDonald's actually did a subliminal message advertisement.
Done.
What'd you think about that chapter on subliminal messaging?
Hey, I'm not really buying it. I'm fried.
Yeah, it's been a pretty rough quarter.
Well, at least we got this material down cold.
You hungry?
I am.
I've actually never seen this until recently, and if I'm being completely honest, when they say McDonald's fries and then they show a picture of McDonald's fries, I kind of want the fries more. That's not the only thing though. If you look in the background of this video, you'll find little subliminal messages hidden here and there. Like right here, it says Mac. Right here, it says history of Hamburg. Like hamburger, get it guys? So, is my mic not plugged in? My mic stopped working, but I'm too far along to stop this video, so we're gonna keep it going. McDonald's isn't the only one to do a subliminal message commercial. In this KFC commercial, there's a little dollar bill hidden in the lettuce of this chicken sandwich.
Big taste, big variety, small coin. The 99-cent snacker is...
I remember when I was a kid, when I first saw this video, whenever I'd watch TV, I would always hope to see this commercial for myself. Although I believe this commercial aired in 2008, because that's when this video was posted, and I was only 2 years old at the time. So by the time I saw this YouTube video, God knows when that was, I don't even know if they were airing this commercial anymore. This next one is about this guy who claims that there are 2 hidden faces in the Coca-Cola logo. So he traces them out on this bottle, and if I remember this correctly, I think this video was one of my first experiences with ASMR. I would put this video on repeat just to listen to like the white noise, and it made me tired. So who would have thought a subliminal message Coca-Cola video was my first ASMR experience? So yeah, he traces the logo on the can, and it kind of looks like 2 faces if you're creative enough.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do you get the idea?
By drawing 2 faces on a Coca-Cola can. Well, that about wraps it up for me, I'd say. I'm very curious to see how long I went talking into a microphone that's not even recording my audio. Garrett, what did you do? Why did you do this, Garrett? I have my suspicions. Can you think of any good subliminal messages that you remember from your childhood? Any subliminal messages that you know about but no one else does? Tell me in the comments. And also, subscribe. Jaden, edit like a subscribe button on screen or something.
You know what? No. I don't think I'll be doing that, actually. Quite frankly, you can't tell me what to do. But what I will do is say this. Hopefully, I will see you in the next video, unless one of us unexpectedly dies. Thank you for watching. I forgot to do the outro because this video was honestly just such a mess to make. Oh my god. It's over. Look how dirty my keyboard is. My goodness.